Well, it has been a hot minute. Speaking of hot, I'm gonna go grab my coffee first. Priorities. Let's drink it while it is hot. Okay, it has been a while, and so I thought today might be a fun time to jump back in. It's middle grade March. It kind of dawned on me 4 or 5 days ago that it was middle grade March. And I was like, you know, every year I have, with the exception of last year or the year before, one of those was a really rough year, I can't remember, I have done a middle grade read every single March. So I pulled out a book that I've had on my shelf to read, and here we are. I'm going to give too much away if I start talking much more than that. Okay, so here is the simple truth to that. I have had this book on my shelf to read many years. We never got to it as a read aloud with the children. It is a Newbery, and of course I want to read it. I remember doing the Moffats and not really, like, they were okay, but yeah, I've never read Ginger Pie. So pulled it off the shelf, decided to read it, and I think it was just one of those books that hit at the right time. It was a sweet family story. It had some things that I could relate to and just tugged the heartstrings, and ended up being a much more enjoyable read than I thought it would be. I believe I gave it 4 stars. And to be honest, I am really surprised at how much I did enjoy this, if I haven't said that before. So the premise of the story is we have 2 characters, young-ish, Rachel and Jerry. And Jerry is I think he's the older of the 2. And he is kind of more your engineer type of character. He is going to be a rock scientist. And then you have Rachel, who wants to be more like her dad and a bird observer. There's a name for it, and I cannot remember how to pronounce it, say it, all of that. Anyway, so you have the 2 characters, and Jerry one day decides that he wants a dog, consults his sister, makes sure that that the cat that they own isn't going to be jealous of it. They come to the conclusion that it's a good fit. And over the pages, or through the pages, we end up with circumstances that allow them to get the dog, and the story goes on from there. The story of Ginger Pie, how the dog got the name, the adventures they have, and kind of it's an easy to figure out mystery. Who is the man in the yellow hat? Which I thought was rather cute. Sorry, I think it's an eyelash. It fell in my eye earlier, and I think it's finally worked its way out. Ooh. I think for children, especially like the 8 to 10 range, ages 8 and up, I would say between ages 8 and 11, there is definitely some elements in here that it's not told in children language to the point of it being dumbed down, but it is told in a way that children will relate to and gravitate towards, and so that will pull them into the story. But it really reminded me of Elizabeth Enright's the Melindy Children's series, which I believe I've done a video, and I'll link somewhere here. But really fun story. I'm glad I got another Newbery marked off. I'm glad I didn't kind of meh this one through. Again, I think it was just one of those that came at the right time and was enjoyable at the right time. So I ended up giving it 4 stars. I'm really happy about that. I am just going to end the video here. If I do end up with any other middle grade March books, I will get that out to you as soon as I can, either Monday or Friday, because I'm going to be trying to post a little bit more content here in the near future. So drop me a comment, and if you have any recommendations for me, and if I can get at my library, plus because one of the goals that I have this year is not to buy any books, and I'm epically failing, but it is still a goal and I'm still working towards it. But you know, until next time, have another cup of coffee and read another chapter.